Alright guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video of Dale Does Stuff. Today's video started all because I needed some gas in my moped, so I was like, oh shit. Alright, I already started this off wrong. In one of my last videos, I said that the Honda Helix was a moped. And let me tell you, if you're watching this and you actually know Honda Helixes, you know they're not mopeds. And everybody commented to let me know, so this is a motorcycle. I'm riding my motorcycle, my scooter, my maxi scooter, whatever these guys actually call it, technically. That's what it is. So it was almost out of gas, and I decided, hey, it's a Saturday. I'm gonna go for a drive and go get some gas. And that's all where it started. So as you can tell already in the video, I have most of the audio muted for when I am riding my motorcycle. Almost did it there again. So as I'm riding my scooter, I'm just gonna call it the Honda Helix. I don't know. I'll work through it here. Jesus. Anyways, scooter here. I have most of my audio muted because it is windier than shit. It was like gusts of 30 miles per hour, and out of the, I think, northeast, it was about 19 miles an hour consistently. So I didn't look at my weather at all before I left the house. I just put on a helmet, turned on the scooter, and took off. So wasn't quite thinking here, didn't really prepare, but you can even see right now I'm not even in the full like left side of the lane. I mean, it's even like a little woodsy right here, so it's not as bad, but you'll notice I start to just ride on the right side because the wind is pushing me so much and I'm just fighting against it. So this is probably the windiest conditions that I've ever rode in. It was not something you want to do on your 250cc scooter. This thing is lightweight, it's long, definitely catches some air as you're riding down the road. I tried tucking it in a little bit there. It didn't quite work, but yeah, so it was a fun little trip. I get the scooter up to 65 a few times. I don't really push it on this ride. There's no need for it. I've just got done moving, so I haven't talked to you guys in a few weeks. So the last few weeks I just got done moving from Appleton back home to the Madison area. So since I've been moving, I haven't been able to ride the scooter too much. So this was the first ride I think the scooter had in about, I'd say, almost 6 weeks. So not trying to push her, not trying to do anything to cause any damage, but just get her back in the motions. But besides that, not much is new. Nothing with the scooter, no updates there. I've looked at getting like new fenders and reflectors and taillights because I wanted to get all my reflectors like clear reflectors, not like the orange amber look to them. But if you want to order them, the sites you have to order them from are from Japan. So first off, that's overseas. So the prices aren't too expensive initially, but just for like a fender kit, I could find a fender kit for I think like $300, but to ship it over here is like another $300, and I'm not trying to pay $600. My numbers could be wrong there, but you kind of get the gist of what I'm saying. Like even the reflectors, like they would cost like $15, and it'd cost another $75 to ship them over here. $100 for a pair of reflectors that probably cost $15. I'm not trying to pay $100 for that just to look cool. So I think the bike's probably going to stay the way that it is right now. Come springtime, I am looking to upgrade, get out of the scooter life, more into the actual motorcycle life. Some of the bikes I'm looking at would be like the Yamaha MT-09s. They also have the MT-09, the SP edition. Those things are pretty sick. 900 cc's would be plenty for me. I have a little bit of a different commute now that I moved home. I'm commuting about 30 minutes a day instead of my typical 5 to 7 that you used to see on some of my videos. Speaking of which, if you want to check one of those videos out, I'll have one right here on the right hand side. If you want to check another one out, I'll have one over here on the left hand side. So check out some of my old videos. I'm still trying to grow, learning what to do with YouTube. This is all pretty new. And then with moving, that was just a little twist in it for now, but happy to be home, happy to kind of be forced into some new experiences here now that I have a new job. Commuting's different. I actually enjoy the commute. So I'm hoping next year, once we get the MT-09 that I'm looking for, there's like a few different generations. If I get an MT-09 that's not new, I'm looking at, I think, the second generation. The headlights just look so sick. I absolutely love them. So if I get a motorcycle, that's probably going to be the one I go for if it's used. If I go for a new one, I might try and get the SP, the MT-09 SP, like 2024. I think that would just be amazing to have. So we'll see what this year brings and what next year brings. Commuting would be so much fun because I'd actually get to take the interstate to work, and I could make a few videos of that, which just would be fun all around. I love riding. Riding's probably one of my favorite things to do as a pastime besides mountain biking and just being outside. So I am almost to the gas station here. I didn't even mention this. Before I left my house, I was at like 1 bar, and normally this thing has, I think, 6 bars, and the bottom bar is like red. So I had just the red bar left, and I think it has 6 bars normally. I don't know if you can see it right now. It's a little hard to see. I might be able to zoom in, but I'm just at the red bar, and normally the whole thing gives me about 100 miles. So I was thinking that last red bar would give me about 20 to 15 miles, like depending. I wasn't quite sure where it was. Again, I haven't ridden this in about 6 weeks, so I didn't know what amount of gas was left in it. So now that I was on my way to the gas station, I was actually pretty nervous. I let my stepdad know, like, hey, leave your phone on you. I know you're a little busy, but you might need to come get me some gas. We didn't have any gas cans at the house. So I said, screw it, I'm just going to take off and go do it. So that's kind of where this was an impromptu trip to just, get some gas in the scooter and make a little video. So it's also been a while since I made a Honda Helix video. This thing is like probably the best 250cc scooter that you could buy. It's like 7 feet wheel to wheel. It's easy to turn, easy to maneuver. You can put somebody on the back of it and you barely even notice they're there. It's got trunk space. I've taken this thing grocery shopping plenty of times, especially being like a single male. I don't need a lot of food, and all the food that I do need I could fit in the back of this thing. So this saved me money on gas just because I used it to commute to work. Saved me money on gas because I went grocery shopping with it. And I don't know, it's honestly kind of fun. I know you look a little goofy. It's an older looking moped. Shit, I said moped again. You better bleep that. It's an older looking scooter, but gets the job done. And you can find these for, I don't know, $1,000, $1,500, sometimes $2,000 depending on the condition. If you find one that's not working, I don't think they're too difficult to get back up and running. These things run for years, and I don't know, I've seen quite a few in some of these forums that have like 100,000 miles on them, which is just insane. So yeah, as you just seen, it only cost me $6 to fill up, and I think that's great, especially for 100 miles, if not a little bit more than 100 miles. I haven't quite emptied the tank on this thing, but 100 miles, $6. I'll take that all day, every day. It's going to be great when I have a motorcycle too. It's not going to be as good, but this thing would be great for campgrounds. It'd be great for commuting in town. Again, it's a 250cc. This thing gets up and goes. Like, it's not slow. If you compare it to a 900cc motorcycle, yes, it's slow. But you compare it to, I don't know, your modern 4-cylinder car, it'll get out of the way if it needs to get out of the way. So that's why I kind of like these things the most. You can ride them all day, and when you're done riding them, you just put them away. You get up, turn it back on, it gets up and runs. And yeah, these things, I don't know, from what I've seen and from my current experience, they last quite a long time. So I'm excited to see where this thing takes me. I don't know if I do want to sell it at the end of the year before I get my motorcycle. I don't quite know what my storage space is going to look like, but we'll see. MT-09s are so cool though. Like, again, that's just my opinion, but yeah. Alright. I spent the last 10 minutes just yapping into a mic. If you're still here watching it, I don't know why you are, but appreciate you. If you stayed till the end, appreciate you again. So, yeah, this was my little trip riding around in 30-mile-per-hour gusts, 19-mile-per-hour wind consistently, and just enjoy the rest of the video. See you in the next one.